SKIDS PODCAST. I'm Shane Kopke. I am here with Tim Gage and Kevin McNichols.
Hi.
And Kevin ruins it again.
Yes, I do.
Just talk like a normal fucking person once.
Jobby. It's my jobby.
No, your job is not to ruin it.
Yes, it is.
So disappointing. Every time.
My job is to annoy you, Shane.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's plant bomb site A.
Side A.
Yeah, flip the disc,
playing,
Kevin. Jesus Christ. What are we doing?
You don't remember playing Dust? There's bomb site A, bomb site B.
Oh,
We lost someone special, dude. He's no longer with us.
Who?
The fucking Pope died.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Who?
You couldn't made it
I'm
any
not-
more clear.
I'm not religious.
Jesus.
It didn't really.
You don't have to be religious to understand.
It didn't really stick into my radar, you know.
You
Just like,
know what? You're not even. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's pretty amazing,
No
though.
response.
Like his requests and everything. Like he wants to be at a wooden box. He wants to be at the level of the people who loved him. Yeah, he didn't want to be all. He didn't want some big, huge, fucking grandiose
Like the
casket.
like the Nazi one.
I guess I don't know.
That was Ratzinger.
yeah, Ratzinger. That's what his name was. I just remembered the rat part.
Yeah, that guy was a Nazi, and it was proven.
Yes.
And they were like, no, he should be our leader.
They made a Nazi a pope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No
he
fucking
was
shit.
the last one.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
yeah, he was the one right before that. He was like a. What was it, like junior Nazi or something during the fucking war?
Yeah, or like, is it Hitler Youth? Or
Yeah, something like that. He was like a Hitler
Fucking
Youth
shit,
leader.
dude, that's
Yeah.
wild. That's fucking wild. I had no idea.
Yeah, he was like the head of the Boy Scouts for Nazis.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
some weird shit like that. It was fucking wild. And they're like, no, he should be our pope. And then, but the thing is, none of that shit came out until after he became pope.
Of course not.
Once he became pope, well, before that, you heard rumblings, like people being like, that sounds like a Nazi name.
Huh.
Ratzinger, come on. Yeah.
We haven't done
does.
anything. We're a totally peaceful racist.
It makes me curious because the whole conclave, how they do that. Like they all have to all the leaders have to meet in a certain spot, and they're not allowed to leave the spot until they figure out who's going to run
Yeah,
the fucking
and sometimes
thing.
it's like the longest one, at least in our lives, was like, I don't know, a week long or something like that.
Was it?
Of if the smoke comes out white, we've got a new pope.
That's it.
But if
yeah.
it comes out brown or black or whatever, they're like, we don't like brown and black here at the Italian church.
Well, they're talking about it could be an Asian person this time, or it could be an American. Like the list is pretty big.
Nah.
Hispanic. They're actually a lot of people are saying the next person is going to be Hispanic.
I could see that before
There's a lot of Catholic Hispanics.
I was gonna say I could see
that
that
makes
before
sense.
you get an Asian or
Well, this
an American.
Asian organization's huge. So apparently, this Catholic Asian organization's like global. They have like
Yeah, there's Asians everywhere.
they're all
Tim.
Catholic.
They're
apparently.
all over the place.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty rare to have them any religion at all for them because they're just godless heathens. But
Aren't they the ones that you said you can't imagine them having sex?
no, there's
billions of them.
It's just any foreigner really. Anybody that doesn't look like me.
At first it was Indians.
Yeah, well, the Indian one was fucking weird because they were having sex on dirt and
there's
garbage.
literally a billion of them.
And people
That's
are
all
walking
they
around.
have,
It's
Tim.
fucking disgusting. It's like this
when
is
you
supposed
have
to be hot. This
when
is
you
terrible.
when you have nothing, that's all you have.
I've heard some like their rivers are just plastic bottles.
Yeah, no, they throw
It's just disgusting.
They,
I've
they,
heard.
they throw all their garbage out into the street and into
Yeah.
the fucking rivers.
They don't give a flying fuck there. That's what I mean. They're supposed to be a very rich country too, like bordering us as well when it comes to financials. From what I understand, it's China, the United States, and India.
Yeah, but you do realize that it's a caste system there. Meaning if you're born poor, you're always poor, your family's poor forever.
So they just throw their garbage in the street because of it?
Well, what are they going to do?
Not throw their garbage in the street?
They don't believe in trash bags.
They don't have a garbage. There's no garbage system.
That's so fucking weird, dude.
Yeah. There's no look.
That's probably why they're so rich. They don't have to worry about that stuff.
You got to realize that India is essentially like half third world and half first world.
Yes.
It's turn it down a little bit while we talk about India.
It's half. That country is basically like half first world, half third world.
Yeah.
And you've got probably like what is it, 1 billion people there, and it's probably
Yeah.
870 million of them that are like third world essentially.
Yeah.
And about a quarter of them are telemarketers. And
Oh, yeah.
scammers.
I was gonna say
Jeff
most of them are telescammers.
or
Yeah.
Bob or Cindy that
Yes,
calls.
yes.
No, my name is Michael.
Yeah.
It's always Michael.
I talked to one once named Philip.
Oh, Philip, how's
Yeah.
he? I haven't heard from him for a while.
Ah.
He's with the credit card company, right?
Yes, yes.
Now they're just sending me toll stuff. They're sending me.
Oh God, dude.
My
The whole
favorite-
thing's still going.
Well, my favorite
and
thing
now
about
it's tax
that.
stuff too.
Well, my favorite thing about that is how stupid they think everyone is, because I'm like, this is clearly a European fucking area code. Why would anybody in my government send me something from Europe?
Well, on top of that, I mean, sometimes they can spoof a number,
But they
even-
don't
Yeah,
even
that's true.
try
Yeah.
anymore.
A lot of them don't, yeah.
Because they know that some idiot's going to go, oh, it's only $1.99. Here's all my credit card information.
Yeah, but
That's-
get that paid quick.
That's one thing I am happy with smartphones. They've gotten a lot better at, like, just, when it says a scam call, it's like, oh, well, this is
Just on the
de-
call
definitely a
side,
call from
not on
India.
the fucking text side.
yeah,
though.
tech side they can do.
Oh,
it.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, you can report it as junk and it won't show up again, but they change the number.
Yes.
They
every
do.
minute.
It's always from a different number.
Well, they
Yeah.
used to be a lot smarter. So they used to actually contact those companies where you can rent phone numbers, and they would rent a phone number under a name that couldn't be traced to anything, and then they would use that to do that. So it looked like a legit number because it is a legit number technically,
Yeah.
but they're just doing illicit things with it, and it's like that's all they would do. It's like a farming thing.
They broke. I think they made a law against spoofing numbers. Now that I think
See,
about
this
it,
wasn't even spoofing though.
because
See-
I've been called by my own number.
I have too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did once before, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
What am I
right
doing?
now? Am I calling myself?
I haven't had that one yet.
Yeah. Well, you can't now because I guess the
Well,
laws have cracked down so hard on that shit.
And the thing is, though, is that it's really, really hard for them to completely stop something like that.
Of course.
Well, yeah, no shit. There's how many fucking phone numbers out there?
Right.
Well, there's
but I mean,
a
just,
limited number.
but just
Unlimited?
spoofing,
No, a limited number.
Well, of course.
But I mean, just them spoofing phone numbers and stuff. It's like a lot of these companies are scams anyway. So, and they're outside of the U.S., so they don't have to worry a lot about actual U.S. law.
That's
Not
the
with Trump in there.
I mean, that's the complaint that
true.
they have about China. Is China doesn't play by the
No,
rules
right.
when it comes to
They-
stuff like
You
that.
can't.
They
you
have
can't-
Apple stores in
yeah.
China that don't sell Apple products.
Yeah.
Well, you can't litigate in Chinese courts. That's one thing
Yeah.
a lot of big companies and stuff have always had a problem with. There's, that's why they get away with screwing over everybody.
Is it because
Right.
it's tough for them to say L's?
That too.
Really?
I'm so
You can't
ornery.
litigate in our country.
So wrong.
Like, that's not how
They
you
don't
spell
allow
it.
litigation.
Like, what's litigation?
Litigation. I just told you. Litigation.
Like, I don't even understand what you're saying anymore. You guys stole our stuff. But yeah, I mean, they constantly go in and steal intellectual property.
Yes.
And it's hard to nail that stuff down because you have to have, like a trail.
Yeah.
Well, even
and
trademark or copyrighted stuff, they can do it.
They
yeah,
do.
they don't
They don't
care
fucking
about that.
care.
It's like literally somebody put something out, some new thing, whatever it is, and then within a month,
Timu's
Chinese
got it.
companies, they've got
So-
crappier versions that
Yep.
That-
they've,
So I've got an old '93 Hummer H1, and in the Humvee area of that I follow a few Humvee groups on Facebook. That's actually happening to them. So somebody will make something for a Humvee that people have been asking for forever. They have a price. Let's say it's $1,000. Temu in a month has it for $500.
Yep.
And,
Or less.
I believe
And
it.
well,
Sometimes
or
like
less.
$50.
and,
Yeah.
and most of the time, you're right. Most of the time, it's less. But they just take it because they have the capacity to just tool up something real quick
Yeah.
and fucking just mass produce it and be
Yep.
like, yeah, $50 each, guys. And you're like, but this is $500 here.
There was a miniature go-kart Jeep that was like, I think, the 1-to-4 scale. But they were selling them
pretty
for
cool.
$50. Gas engine and everything.
I believe it.
The
Dude,
crate was coming over.
they'll buy one
And
then
people on TikTok is like,
yeah.
I didn't believe it. I bought one, and sure enough, here it is.
Yeah.
And he's driving this little miniature fucking Jeep in his front
Yeah.
yard. And I was like, that's fucking cool as shit.
Someone did a 1,000-mile trip in one of those.
Oh, no
Seriously?
shit.
Yes, they took one. They bought one of those, and it's a little like one-cylinder engine,
Yeah.
like just or maybe two, but little tiny thing. And he just had fucking where did he do it? I think it was in Utah.
I think you can still get him now.
And he drove it. So he was trying to. There's a person trail there that's like 1,000 miles that goes around this lake or an area like that. And the only time he would come off of the trail is if he needed to get fuel or something else. I forget what it was. But just watching that, him going like 4 miles an hour to 10 miles an hour like the whole time. So
how long did it take him to do that?
I don't know because I only watched like the first 2 or 3 days that he did it.
Oh, really?
But yeah, it was like 1,000-mile trip in one of those. And they did
that's dedication. Man.
They did soup it up though before he did it.
So he could get a little extra speed.
Yeah, they changed the motor out and did something, but he ended up having a problem like early on where one of the fuel lines came off. He didn't realize it, and he was already out of fuel within like 10 miles.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, so he had to fucking get some, and he was doing this by himself. Like he didn't have like a logistics team with him. It was just him. It would have been smart to do it with like, a truck on standby that could be, oh no, we need to go get fuel. We'll go get fuel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was
someone to go
pretty
get
fucking wild.
For
It
you.
was hilarious. Yeah, it was I believe a quarter-sized Jeep. Like you could literally just sit one person in it. I mean,
Jesus, some of the ads. Look at the fucking ad there. It says, "Oh fuck, you're gonna make me pay." And it's a picture of a girl with an O face.
Yeah, it's the very, very common one.
Holy
shit! Right before a money shot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I tell you, the TikTok shop. We were talking about that a couple episodes ago. How because this whole all the not embargoes, but the tariffs.
Yeah.
All these companies in China are like, well, we'll just sell directly to the people rather than to these companies. But then, like you had pointed out recently, that a lot of stuff is just knockoffs anyway. It's their Temu stuff. Yeah. But they're trying to convince TikTokers and people in the TikTok shop. It's like, no, it's a genuine Coach bag for $50.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know, and it was like, well, shit, I'm going to $6 for a bag that would have cost me $600.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna do that.
Like, here's a real Gucci bag.
Yeah.
And then people don't realize like how quickly those things fall apart.
Oh no, they're pieces of shit.
You know,
they're not. I mean, but that's just it. On TikTok, at least, they're saying no, this is the genuine article. This is exactly what we're selling to these big companies for pennies on the dollar, and they're ripping you guys off.
And they
your
just
companies
their
are ripping you
logo
off
on it.
Yeah, and they say it's actually comes from us, and we can sell it to you directly.
There's the Jeep, dude. So it's a 1,000-mile trip that he was doing in Moab, in Utah, and he was going around an entire fucking lake. The lake's gigantic.
Yeah,
that they have there. But yeah,
here's the only way we can pull that up. Maybe our viewers would like to see this shit too. Yeah, that's the Jeep I was referring to as well. That's the size one. It's just, and again, they were
pull this up.
And every now and then it'll show up on my feed, and it's cheaper than shit.
It's just
YouTube.
It's just mini Jeep Moab 1,000-mile trip. Just type that in.
So maybe the 125cc. I think that's what it was. Or
you don't even have to type the rest of it. It knows it. I mean, that's a 100-mile trip. But this is a 1,000-mile.
There we go.
That's a 125cc. I'm going to write that down.
I believe
so. This is
I think that, like I said, I believe that they souped it up. They don't have any short ones. You can just watch the first 15 seconds, 20 seconds of it. He'll
we'll
talk
just
about
go to
it.
This one.
That's episode 2. I would have started with episode 1.
There we go.
Because this is him talking
Well,
about
hello. Welcome to Northern Utah, and welcome to the first episode of Will It Make It to Moab, where I buy a particularly stupid vehicle and try and ride or drive it back to Moab. I'm about 1,000 miles away from Moab at the moment, off-road, and so here I am at Right Deal Auto Sales, where normally they sell sensible vehicles, but due to a weird set of circumstances, they've ended up with the perfect vehicle for me.
Ready to sit? 5 yards to the right.
Oh, that is amazing.
Dude, this is fucking awesome. Look at that shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's spent almost $4,000, but even for $4,000, that looks fucking fun as shit.
Yeah.
I want one, dude. I want one. Go to work in that shit.
Dude, well, that's the thing. This guy's proof. Yeah. Because he did 5 episodes of this. It's basically a go-kart that can slightly do off-road.
Yeah, go-kart with suspension and
it's actually it's more. It's
So
a little bit
just to make
tougher
sure
than I thought it
everyone's
was
fully
going
up
to be.
speed
You
with
know.
how stupid
So this is where he was
I'm here
riding,
in Salt Lake
right?
City in northern Utah, and I need to get here to Moab in southern Utah.
That's
I've
insane.
chosen this to do it in. I've already told the internet I'm going to do it, so I can't back out now. So now I'm here with no
he tow
choice
a
but to
trailer
ride
behind him or something like
1,000
that?
miles back home.
That's
on
fucking
the road.
insane.
So now
No,
he
he piled
This is
so much
exactly
shit
what I've
in
let
this
myself
thing.
in for.
Oh, I want one so bad. That looks so fun.
And it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's cool that it actually can carry a bunch of supplies and shit.
Yeah.
Like it can handle all that weight.
Well, like I said, I believe one of the things he did is he built, I think that jerry can on the back. He ended up building it as a secondary fuel tank.
Actually goes a little faster than I thought it was going
Yeah.
to.
But think about going 1,000 miles.
Oh my god, man.
Your hands be
You would
numb.
want to die.
Yeah, your butt
Yeah.
would be numb.
Vibrations are nearly unbearable. Really doesn't turn it.
It's actually a really good thing that you brought up the Jeep, because I remember watching this shit and I was just like, that's
I should probably
insane.
find out if it's terrible on the road as well.
Yeah, it is. I'm
It probably
actually
goes about
surprised how fast it
15,
goes.
15 miles
Yes,
an
it's
hour to
awful.
20. Oh, he's actually going on. Oh,
Gears?
I forgot
It's
that it had
fucking
gears.
geared? Well, 125cc, yeah.
Yeah, 15,
You have to. You gotta get a lot faster than that.
30 miles an hour.
Fuck you! I would
Whoa.
not be going that fast.
Which
in
you
that
reach
fucking
almost
thing.
immediately.
No. No.
Manic
No.
laughter.
You wrecked
Oh, all you have to
your
do is
eye,
barely
dude.
turn
That's
and that thing's
insane.
fucking folding.
That's a fourth
insane.
gear.
Fourth gear?
Nope.
Okay, it's only 3 speed. And the tiniest touches on the steering wheel make you go, whoa, left, whoa, right, whoa, saved it.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
Well, we
See,
can
that's
how it
the
handles
problem
a
with
tiny curb and some gravel.
But yeah,
We've got the childish giggle counter.
but we don't have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to check this out, just type in on YouTube Mini Jeep Moab. It's I don't check his page real quick and
It's
see if you can.
C90
No, just check his
Adventures.
page. Click on it.
Oh, here it is.
And the reason I'm saying click on it is go down. I don't know how many he has on it. He does this a lot.
Wow,
Okay,
he
so
does,
there's
yeah.
5 episodes minimum of the Jeep.
Okay.
And yeah, he did this about a year ago. Whoa, he even
Will
takes
the mini Jeep go to Area 51?
He even takes the mini Jeep, so he must have made. Whoa, look at this. He turned the mini
Oh,
Jeep into. Doesn't
and-
have
and-
tank
and-
treads,
Yeah, he did that, but he also turned it into an amphibious.
dude.
Yeah, why the hell not, dude?
This guy has done everything with the fucking
Yeah, I
Jeep.
just found
He really got
You
his
gonna
money's
end up
worth out
watching
of
this whole
thing.
fucking thing?
It's only $39.
What the bullshit?
Sale ends today.
There's no way. That's a fucking scam. $39 from 3,900. Yeah,
I'm getting one.
Wow.
For $39, I'm getting one.
can't pass up that deal to give away
You
my
can get
credit
it for
card. information.
$2,500 at Tractor Supply.
See, that's probably a reasonable price. That does look fun as fuck, though. You should have,
Yeah, $2,500.
Tim.
Yeah.
You should have waited to take your trip to fucking Yellowstone
Oh,
until you
that
got
fucking
that.
shit.
Should have taken. Yeah, exactly.
No, you just have it in the bed of the
That's
truck,
what I'm saying.
dude.
Tow that behind you.
Yeah, just put it in
And
the
then-
bed of the truck and then use that to tour the place.
Yep.
That'd be
Hell
fucking
yeah.
cool as shit,
Yeah,
dude.
you go like 5 miles an hour
take
and just
trails
look at
with
shit.
That'd be fun as hell.
It'd be See what he did. That's what he did. Right up top. Pull that up on the screen. You'll see that extra fuel tank that he put up there, because I think the original fuel tank's only like 2 gallons or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. So he added a 5-gallon fuel tank to the top, and
Give him a bit more distance.
plumbed that to where he could actually. But the problem is when he did it, I remember in like the first or second episode, the fuel tank ended up, one of the lines that he'd put in ended up fucking vibrating loose,
Ah, shit.
and he ended up losing all that fuel. But that looks fun as fuck.
It does look fun.
I just don't know that I mean,
Next episode, guys.
I wouldn't have had the time.
Don't know if I would have taken that thing off road because, like he was saying, the vibration just going over like bumps and stuff was like pretty.
Yeah, there's like
terrible.
almost no suspension.
Yeah, you'd
on
have to
this.
put like some sort of like a steering at that speed that would actually like cushion the steering a bit,
Mm-hmm.
so you wouldn't have that sharp thing. What is it? A reducer? What's the word for that? There's like
I'm
a
not
cushion
sure.
for it.
Oh, what is it? Just steering stop.
Yeah. Well,
But that wouldn't help.
So like
that.
if you turn the wheel a whole bunch, it wouldn't really move the wheels.
they'd have to change the gearing in it.
Yeah. Well, that's what
So,
I mean. There'd probably be easy
it'd-
way to
it'd
do
be
that.
a different-
And suspension wouldn't be too hard for that either.
No, you'd have to have a different
give
sprocket
it
for
power
the.
steering.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Why not?
I guarantee you do not need power steering in that. That
At
would be
30 miles per
dangerous.
hour, I would need something. I
No,
would
you
need
don't
something
want
to
power
cushion that
steering won't help you at 30 miles an hour. What will help you is a reduction in gearing.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
that, to where when you turn the steering wheel like halfway, it turns a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I would want. I wouldn't want
No, you don't want to
breathe
be
on the steering wheel. The whole thing fucking spins out
You
underneath
don't,
you.
you don't want to have to worry about overcorrection
Right.
at 30 miles an hour when like it
Especially
it starts
when you-
moving slightly.
You can't feel your
Oh.
fucking arms from
Oh,
the vibration.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even know you're steering.
But god damn it, that looks
Let's
fun.
scramble your
It
brains.
does look fun.
And then get a 50 cal on the back of it.
Someone's standing up in the back with a fucking 50 cal. Let's get him, boys.
It just flips over like
I can
the
see the enemies
Flintstones
like, what the
mobile.
fuck is that?
What?
It
Are
just-
they really doing that?
But you know what? The gunner is a midget.
You can't say that, Kevin.
Yes. Well,
You can't say that.
hey, Kevin,
Kevin, you
on
can't say that.
May 20th, I'm going to go see midget wrestling, like luchador midget
You can't
wrestling.
say that, Kevin.
And they call it midget wrestling.
They can say it.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, it looks fucking great.
You're gonna start saying the N-word now?
It's downtown Vancouver on May 20th.
They're really doing midget wrestling.
Yeah,
in
they're all
Vancouver?
luchadors and shit. It
Look,
looks awesome.
Since Trump's gotten in, you can say
We're all gonna
retard
go-
again.
we're gonna, like,
Oh, boy. What day is that?
Savannah and I are gonna go. May 20th, and
It's my dad's birthday. God damn it. Well, maybe he'd want to go.
dude, it looks awesome.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's you can't say that.
I'm
Kevin.
thinking about it.
It looks so
I'm
cool,
thinking
man.
about it. They throw them at each other and shit like that.
Oh,
Put them
I
in
know.
cannons.
I've always wanted to toss a midget.
What else is going on? So we talked about the
Jesus
Pope.
Christ.
We went from the Pope to tossing midgets.
I know.
I think
That's
we
a
went-
pretty good. Well, we took an awesome trip there. That's for fucking sure.
That would be fun as fuck to take that up take that little Jeep up. What is it called? Devil's Back or something like that in Moab. It's like the most dangerous fucking one.
Devil's Backbone.
No,
No?
it's there's a couple of things down there named Devil's something.
There's
Oh,
Devil's
I see.
Slide, but I don't think that's.
It's
and
not
there's
that
Devil's
one.
Tower.
It's another one.
But there's Devil's Gulch.
No, it's not even that one. This one, it got closed
Devil's
down.
Throat?
It got closed down because too many people ended up dying on it.
The Devil's Dick.
Devil's Chode.
Yes, it was the Devil's Taint.
Is that the one where everyone competes to try to climb to the very top in their their 4-wheel drive vehicles?
No,
I've seen that.
It's not. It's not the going up that's the bad part. It's the coming down it because people's brakes overheat.
Oh,
Really?
And, yeah, I watched a fucking Chevy Suburban come down and hit the bottom at like 45 miles an hour.
oh damn.
Yeah,
This is like a maintained road, or is it like
No,
okay,
no.
So it's like for SUVs off roading and shit like that.
So that's the thing, man. Like the vibration on that thing, driving on that kind of a road, it's not going to be fun.
no. I mean, you could tell that. I mean, I'm sure the guy had a pretty cool experience with the whole thing, but that does
Sure,
sound like
yeah.
it would be very unpleasant for
Oh
him.
yeah,
I mean, when the camera's on, you're having a blast.
yeah.
When the camera's off, it's like, fuck this. I don't want to fucking do this shit anymore.
Exactly.
This is a fucking dumb
Where's
idea.
the nearest hotel?
Oh my god! No, put me in the back of the truck, dude. We'll
You're right.
we'll do some B-roll or something like that. This is terrible.
I'm going
What
to
a
the bar
what a
and
bad
getting
idea.
drunk.
Well, there's another guy I follow on TikTok that you know those little tyke sandboxes that look like a tugboat.
Oh yeah.
He really made that into a fucking gas-powered boat.
Did he really?
Yeah, he modified it and everything. It was fucking great. I think it's Rusty Van Ranch.
That's so
That's the one.
badass.
Yeah, that's cool. I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's closed down.
people
now.
die there all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's why it got closed down.
that was in. I lived by there. That was in Arizona.
no, this is in Moab.
Yeah, right next to
Is
the
Moab
border.
part of the-
No, it's right at the border of Arizona and Utah.
That's the one.
Whoa.
yeah, I
and-
knew
and
someone that did that.
Turning around up top, you have to jockey it back and forth over and over and over until you get it
You have
right.
to do the whole Austin Powers thing.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're flipping it over and dying. So,
Yeah,
I remember that.
I watched like I said, Chevy Suburban fucking come down that thing at like 50, 45 miles an hour or something like that and just slam.
Yeah, you don't want what they call anti-lock
Jeez.
brakes. You got to disengage those, otherwise
Oh,
you get
really?
fucked. Yeah, because anti-lock brake kicks in.
Yeah.
it locks and you just slide
You just
down.
slide, yeah.
That's right,
then
Kevin.
You're screwed. yes, that's
You
right.
just fucking slide, dude.
It's not anti-lock brakes
Slide.
that would lock up. That's why they're called anti-lock.
They want you to. They want you to disengage those when you go down, for some reason.
Weird, because I've had my brake because my Hummer has no anti-lock brakes. I've had that lock the fuck up.
Yeah.
And started sliding sideways because someone cut me off on the freeway
Fun.
with a trailer. So it was not fun. Watching the trailer go like this behind me, not a good time. Vladimir, stop.
Oh yeah. So
It's called a transition.
Yeah, so
That was a
Russia.
terrible one, but it worked, I guess.
Yeah,
Kevin followed along, so
Getting to it.
that's a plus, isn't it?
Did
so
Kevin just put lube on his hands too?
I did.
He's
What was
excited
that all
about this whole Russian shit, man.
He's
You know
like,
how he
oh,
gets that.
I jerk off to Moscow.
Hey, you know, I was following the war pretty close, but I haven't for about a week. So I'm.
A lot happened
I
in a
only
week.
just found
pretty-
this out today. I just found out about this today. Well, it happened today or last night in Ukraine.
I just found out about this thing, guys, that just
That
happened.
just-
Great, Kevin.
so
Do tell.
So Russia attacked Kyiv, which it's not Kiev, it's
Yeah,
Kyiv, like
it's
you
just
said.
Kyiv.
Yeah. So
a drone
they,
attack or something like that?
yeah, they did it was drones and rockets, I believe that they used, and Trump says, Vladimir, stop.
He's got his toys out on the table too. You see that?
Yeah, it's like a fucking
I'm gonna-
747.
I'm gonna do this with my airplane.
Yeah,
I'm bringing my
yeah,
airplane out
why
here
not?
with me.
It's the most tremendous airplane.
It's a great airplane.
Our planes are better than anybody else's planes.
Watch me.
Because we got rid of DEI.
In China, we're gonna get China back under the table, and I'm gonna take that
Well,
Pooh Bear.
Didn't China say that they were not going to buy anything from Boeing or something now?
Yeah,
And it's like,
that ain't gonna work well for them.
no, because they're making worse planes than we are. And
Well, a lot
our
of their
planes are
parts
falling
from
out of the
Boeing,
sky.
As
Yeah.
I understood, they got a lot of parts from us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
then they're going to be fucked. Because they're not making them.
I'm sure they're saying the same thing about us.
No,
Yeah.
because they're saying it in Mandarin, Tim.
Oh, well, the same thing in a different language.
They're saying it also in Cantonese. I think those are the two languages over there, right? Cantonese and Mandarin.
So,
That's
Russia
still
attacked,
Japanese.
Russia attacked Kyiv, and at least 12 people were killed and more than 100 were injured in an
Yeah.
overnight Russian attack on several districts and residential areas in Kyiv. And Trump responded by saying,
Bad timing.
he says, Vladimir, stop. 5,000 soldiers a week are dying. Let's get this peace deal done. And the problem with this whole thing
Kevin,
is that
go back to that line and say it as Shane Gillis being Trump.
let's
Good luck.
see here.
We're recording, Kevin.
Yeah, I know we are. Vladimir,
Don't put the
stop.
pressure on him.
5,000 soldiers a week are dying. Let's get this peace deal done.
Let's get
It'll
this
be
piss.
tremendous. It'll be tremendous. Maybe I'll pee on
Wait.
some Russian girls.
Wasn't
be
that
tremendous.
already leaked?
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
Remember, Trump sold the video of him getting pissed on or something.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
Russia.
It was leaked.
Yeah, that's why I did the
know
quotes,
that's why he
Kevin.
did it. I know. I know. That's why he did it.
Just explain what I just did.
That's what he does best.
so
that's
good at
what
it.
I do. It's
That's
what I
Kevin.
do.
Fucking
He's
amazing.
Like a CNC or
So the
something
thing
like
is, when it comes to this whole situation now,
You're the Tim Dillon of our show, except not funny.
it's my job. So
Thank you,
basically
fellas.
during these peace talks, Zelensky has been the president of Ukraine has been fighting
I thought you were just giving
tooth
us a
and nail
Wikipedia of
to
him.
not go along with any of the peace deal parameters.
Well, yeah, because he's gonna have to lose something, and the problem is for them in Ukraine, they're going to lose
Yeah,
something. They've
'cause
already lost it.
They have absolutely no leverage right now. Russia has all the leverage because they're winning this war, and Ukraine cannot keep this going forever. Because
Well, and everyone knew this at the beginning of the war. We all knew
Yeah.
that if the war went long enough, Russia wins no matter what.
yes,
If the war gets over in 6 months, Ukraine could potentially come out on top.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, why the fuck are we sending all of our money and our equipment to Ukraine?
To piss off Russia.
Just to fuck with Russia.
That's it.
All that that our like
It's NATO
military
versus the
industrial
East.
complex wanted to do was just cause Russia to run through their resources and
It's the same thing with
run
Afghanistan.
through soldiers. Yes,
That's why
exactly.
That's why we started arming the Mujahideen,
Mujahideen.
whatever
That's the
the
guy
fuck.
from Dune, isn't it?
Yes, it's the guy from Dune.
It was something similar to that. What the fuck was that?
I think it was the Mujahideen.
It was Muad'Dib.
No, the guy had a name. They had a special name for him. He named himself Muad'Dib,
Yeah,
but they called him Isan al-Gaib.
Oh yeah, Lisan al-Gaib.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Pretty goddamn close. That sounds like a guy from Gaza.
It could be.
Well, it was. It's a
yeah.
parking lot now.
That's true.
got
Although I hear
sandworms
their
over there,
tunnels are air conditioned.
Yeah. Because they got bombs dropped on them, and now they have big holes in the tunnels. That's how air conditioning works over there in the Middle East.
It's fresh air.
You bomb
fresh
them
air
out.
for all. But yeah, so this right now things are not going well because Marco Rubio, for instance, and Trump have said that if this peace deal does not happen, if both people don't come to the tables, we're done. We're going to walk away because there's other shit to do.
Yeah, got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, and this is not our war.
It never was, goddammit.
We did kind of have a hand in.
Well, we were
start.
promised some things too that he reneged on. He didn't fucking the whole mineral rights and all
deal.
Yeah. But he promised that to everybody.
Well, and the thing
he promised
is, though,
it to England.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, most of those minerals are in Russian-controlled territory.
Figures.
So it kind of.
So we'd have to fight our way to get them.
Yeah, or if Russia capitulated and let us in there, which I doubt they would do.
That's not happening.
No.
They don't want us closer to them.
No, exactly.
They want us further away.
I mean, that's one of the reasons, at least, that the Russians claim that this invasion happened is because of NATO encroachment. Whether you believe that or not, that's what they claim. Because I know there's some.
Yeah, I don't 100% believe that.
I don't.
I think that's
like
a
it could be
convenient
an excuse. Yeah, it could be, and not everybody believes that. But again, that's what the Russians claim. But they also claim that they were doing it because of Russian-speaking or Russian ethnic individuals.
And because they were fighting the Nazis again.
Yeah, they were fighting the Nazis in Ukraine, but also Russian ethnic people that were left there after the fall of the Soviet Union were being treated poorly by the Ukrainians.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ!
You really
cares, you fucking nerd.
Yeah. Hey, I learned about all this shit not long ago.
We went from fun where we were driving a Jeep 1,000 miles in fucking Utah
nonsense.
to
Jesus Christ.
let's be sad for a moment.
Well done,
I mean,
Kevin.
you don't have to be sad.
It's not a matter of being the saddest. I think it's more or less not fucking caring. But you know what?
That's the whole reason why we're about to leave the whole
Kevin,
thing behind and move on.
We're trying to perpetuate apathy. Can you help us?
Of course I can help.
Apathy is our weapon.
Pick us up, dude. Find us something better.
Yeah, we could.
For me.
The Ukrainian war is like so last week. It's last month.
I guess it is.
You guys want to try to match people's faces?
We're starting that now?
We could.
You want to talk about the police report that dropped for Karmelo Anthony?
Or we can do something sad again.
Did they actually drop that?
Yes.
Yeah. What? Someone did it for you.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
It's a Freedom of Information Act.
And so basically, this police report got out, and it's gotten to a lot of different people like YouTubers, streamers, and stuff, and they've been going through it. And I actually listened to a lawyer go through it today, and he went through the actual
He's not a good lawyer,
laws.
though.
Well, he went through the self-defense laws in Texas and stuff, and then kind of so that the viewers could understand what parameters there are for claiming self-defense.
The fact that their spokesperson was trying to compare this to Kyle Rittenhouse.
I know,
and then
George Zimmerman.
And then said that Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 people in the back.
Yes.
In the back.
Yes.
With an AK-47.
Yeah.
You're like, dude,
happened.
just get the fucking facts straight,
Didn't
and then we'll
use
be
an
fine.
AK-47.
No,
didn't shoot
anyone in the
people
back. Not one person in the back.
No.
And they were attacking him at the time.
Yeah.
And it's clearly on video.
And there's other people
were you
that
saying
claim
this
that he
kid got
shot
off
Trump.
from getting in trouble then? Is that what we're saying?
No. The police report makes him look bad. It makes his situation, his claim of self-defense,
look like it's not.
a claim
Well, that
of
just means he's getting
self-defense.
more money.
No, it looks like he might be going to prison.
For murder.
Yeah. Now
That was the case that they gave him.
now
I don't have that one.
God damn it.
because the thing is the police report.
And knowing is half the battle.
The witness
is.
testimonies
The other half is violence.
that we had heard about how he essentially brought the situation to
He
an extreme
escalated it,
level.
yeah.
He escalated it. Well, the
I would
police
say
report.
so. He put a knife in someone's
Yes.
heart.
Well, the police report seems to back that up. That he was like, "Hey, don't touch me, or you'll or
Die.
else
You're
and
gonna
then
pay.
If you go ahead, punch me and see what happens. And then stabbed him. So it looks like Karmelo Anthony is
A murderer?
His situation's not looking good.
Are you
Yes.
talking about the
Yes.
basketball player or
Yeah, he murdered a teenage boy.
allegedly?
Allegedly.
You might want to say that.
Well,
Sorry,
I heard you
allegedly.
talking about the kid with the skateboard tool, or was it a
No,
rollerblade tool or
no,
something
so
like
now
that? Same goddamn thing.
skateboard tool. What are you talking
Well, no, the
about?
kid that stabbed another kid and he murdered him, but he was getting jumped by like 10 people and defended himself.
Well, that is different. If you're getting jumped and you defend yourself, that's fine.
Was that what you were talking about?
I don't.
though?
I wasn't talking about that. I don't know what that.
Well,
scenario was.
some white kid got jumped by 10 kids, and he defended himself and stabbed one of these people and actually killed them. And I watched a video of him being interviewed by the police, and they're told that you murdered that guy. You know he's dead now, right? And we've got all these witnesses saying you did it.
Yeah.
You just need to admit to it. It's like, and the guy seemed kind of indifferent about the whole thing. He's like, "Wow, I didn't know he was dead." Yeah, I mean,
well, that's the thing.
I
That
got attacked. I was defending
So
myself.
he was attacked by like 10 guys.
Yeah, 10 kids came up and just started fucking with him, and then I'm sure there was yelling and fighting or whatever
Yeah.
before that, but then finally they made a move on him. But he's going to prison now too for murder, or they're trying to because
Trying to, yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I mean, his case seems like, I mean, it's definitely different than the
Well, you go
Carmelo
through
Anthony
TikTok,
case.
and people are just as mixed on this as well as with
Yeah.
Karmelo Anthony. They're like, "Well, he was defending himself." No, that's murder. He shouldn't have done that.
Well, and the thing
he
is,
should
though,
have just let himself get
well,
killed.
with
Yeah.
this one though, there's like 10 people beating on him, and in this one, in the Carmelo Anthony one, it's
There's a guy that touched
he
his
could
arm.
have
Yeah,
retreated.
but you got
yeah.
10. You got 10 witnesses against one. They could say whatever the fuck they want.
So there was no
and that's
other
happened many
people?
times.
Yeah.
There's been people on death row because
Yeah.
of shit like
Was
that.
there any other witnesses other than the
As
people?
far
that
as I
attacked him?
know, they didn't explain too much on who the witnesses were. It was
Ah.
just basically the interview I saw of this investigator,
haven't
basically just
seen-
trying to get him to admit to everything.
Wow.
Because
See-
she's like, he died. He died.
But that's the
You
thing.
killed him.
Cops are not your friends. That's what you got to understand. They're not. They're trying to get things.
That's why lawyers tell you not
They're
to.
they're trying to just get you to slip up so they can close a case. That's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
You know.
Most often.
You know.
You know,
And the thing is, even in a straight fucking up self defense, like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. If you watch the fucking videos objectively
Yeah.
and not with any emotion, it's straight up self defense.
Oh, absolutely.
100% all the way through.
Absolutely.
That case should have never gotten past a grand jury.
No. And the thing is, though, if there weren't those videos, that might have gone the other way.
Of course.
You know,
I think it would have.
Yeah.
100% he'd be in
he's-
prison right now.
Yeah, he's very lucky that there were people that recorded the whole thing. Because I mean, literally, you can follow those videos and see everything that
Yeah,
happened.
this is from Frisco. Got it.
From
Frisco?
Frisco.
Yeah, San
Same area?
Francisco.
Oh.
April 4th, 2025.
Because this is Frisco also. This is a different
Yeah,
Frisco.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
the one in
Carmelo
Texas.
Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah, this is... No, this is Austin.
So-
Yeah, that's in
Wrong
Frisco
one. That's the
in
wrong
Texas.
one.
So
That's
I
the
was
wrong one.
also watching these videos from guys that were in prison in Texas, and they're saying that they are talking to inmates that they still talk to that are in there, and apparently the prisoners, inmates in the prisons in Texas, are looking forward to Carmelo Anthony getting there. Again, apparently he's got a target on his back when he gets to
Oh,
prison.
shit, dude.
Yeah,
From the AB,
more than likely.
that
yeah.
would be my guess.
Because basically they're saying, because he's famous,
yeah.
and they are saying, hey, we want to get this guy because it'll give us notoriety. And so if he does go to prison, he could be looking at really hard prison time. Harder than it would normally be.
Like Dick Hard?
Possibly. Hold your pocket.
Kevin's dream
hold
prison.
hold a big guy's pocket kind of hard.
Yeah, the prison pussy or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Prison pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
He's basically going to be
Are
going
you
to
saying
from
he's
the fire
fucked?
pan and into the fire.
He's fucked, is what you're saying.
He's cooked.
He's going to be fucked.
He's going to be fucked.
Someone's going to fuck him?
Someone is going to fuck him.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's got to suck,
Yeah. It's,
so to speak.
it's going to suck.
I'm just going to do a lot of fucking puns about this.
I'm not going to be able to find it. It was something I saw on TikTok recently, so my bad.
It
I wasn't paying
happens.
attention to what you guys were saying anyway, so...
That's fine. You don't have to. So
we're not gonna play the game.
Well, I mean, we can, but I figured we'd save that for in a little bit. You want to do that towards the end, or you want to do that?
I mean, we only have 20 minutes left, but
We
keep
gonna
going.
play the game?
No,
Or are we gonna watch?
let's watch Tim Pool fucking say something.
Well,
I didn't. You know, I heard about it, but I didn't know what was actually asked.
Okay, so Tim
Let's
Pool.
get to that at least.
Okay, so Tim Pool was he was in the White House press briefing and got to ask.
Who's
questions.
Tim Pool, by the way?
Tim Pool is a podcaster.
A podcaster?
He's like one of
podcaster.
us, huh?
Yeah.
He makes pots.
And he's been doing it for years. He does the Timcast IRL show, and
I mean, technically, he was kind of a journalist.
He
and
was.
That was
He was.
his first thing.
I think he started back during the Occupy Wall Street stuff.
I believe so.
At least that's when I first noticed him, anyway. But he's
look,
gotten more popular over the years. His shows.
The more
gotten pretty
popular he's gotten, the less I've liked him.
Yeah, he's definitely got.
Would you say he's a comedian or
No,
So
not a
he's
comedian.
more of a political analyst or what?
Just a political podcaster. You know,
I
they
see.
talk politics on his show, and he used to be kind of a journalist.
I see.
But
He got a lot of fame by going on Rogan
yes,
and talking to the Twitter people.
yeah,
Back before
And-
Twitter was Elon's.
and honestly, he made them look really bad when he was on there.
It's not hard to do.
He tore them apart.
Well, this was back when they were, if you said anything, they were just like, fuck this person, they're gone.
yeah, when they were censoring people and
Like that, well, that was when
suspending people
that
and shit.
Canadian chick got censored. And she got pulled completely off because she had the gall to say that men and women were different.
Oh yeah, exactly. I do remember that. Yeah, and there was quite a few other people that got it. Like they went after conservatives and stuff a lot.
Yeah,
too,
but
and-
that one was like super famous because of Canada and,
Yeah.
and what was going on in
Yeah.
Canada at the time with Jordan Peterson.
the Bill C-16
Yes.
thing. Yeah, which
all that shit.
yeah, made Jordan Peterson famous.
You just said Mandarin to Tim.
yeah, probably.
Bill C-16, he doesn't know what the fuck that is. You could have said something in fucking, Mandarin or
Guaylo.
You guys just kind of started meandering anyway, so I don't fucking care.
So anyway, Tim was in the White House press briefing.
Not Tim. Tim, different
Tim
Tim.
Pool, not our Tim.
Tim, you're not in
And,
the White House.
Not yet.
And so he asked a question of Caroline Leavitt, and
This is, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna play it. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be
And,
like, you should have fucking found the goddamn thing.
no, I'm pretty sure I found it.
Dude,
No, I'm pretty sure it's right here.
do you like how confident he was before the show started?
see
Now
how
he's
it
like,
goes.
it's possible. He might say
Fucked up
something.
the last
might have
one,
found
I think, a couple
But
episodes ago.
so he asked the question of the press secretary.
Maybe.
And
She's pretty.
the
Yeah,
she
she's
is
only
pretty.
like 28.
The
29.
and I guess this question really pissed off the mainstream media and corporate media, and now they're writing all these smear
Pray
pieces
tell.
about him.
What is the question?
Let's see what the question
Here
was,
we
dude.
go.
Jesus, good build up though. Well done.
Here's
The
the.
individual in our new media seat today.
Little
His
volume.
name is Tim Pool. He's a political commentator and a media entrepreneur with millions of followers, a very big platform. Currently hosts Timcast IRL, a daily news and discussions show, and The Culture War, a weekly podcast exploring cultural and political issues. His programs feature in-depth conversations on topics such as free speech, censorship, identity politics, and societal change, often engaging with a diverse
Should've
range
just had
of
her
guests.
explain who he
He's in
was.
Washington today because we are
Yeah,
also
no
hosting
shit.
a local
She's
media row
concise.
across the street in the Eisenhower building, which
You're
is a
going,
testament to
"Ooh,
our
Tim
commitment
Pool,
to bring
he
new voices
wears a beanie?"
into the White House to cover the president and this administration. So, Tim, why don't you kick us off today?
Yes, many of the news organizations that are represented in this room have marched in lockstep on false narratives, such as the Very Fine People hoax, the Covington smear, and now what's being called the Maryland Man hoax, where an MS-13 gang member adjudicated by 2 different judges, I believe, is just simply being referred to as a Maryland man over and over again. Now, in an effort from the White House to expand access to new companies, you've created this new media seat. So I'm wondering if you can comment on, following this expansion, you've had numerous outlets disparage the companies that you've had sit here, as well as the reporters. I'm wondering if you could comment on the unprofessional behavior, as well as elaborate if there's any plans to expand access to new companies.
Sure. Well, we certainly welcome diverse viewpoints in this room, which is one of the reasons we have you in here, and there's many new faces in this room in comparison to the previous administrations. We want to welcome all viewpoints into this room. We welcome unbiased journalists who really care about the truth and the facts and the accuracy, and you rightfully pointed out the Maryland
tiny
man story,
mustache in
which
the corner.
I, from this podium, when The Atlantic published it, on that very first day, I came to this podium and said, this is wrong. The press in this room have this story wrong, and we have seen more and more evidence come to the table that we have had all along. We were always right. The president was always on the right side of this issue to deport this illegal criminal from our community. And it is despicable to see the media continue to refer to this individual as someone who is just a peaceful man living his life in Maryland. This was and always has been an illegal criminal, an MS-13 gang member, and a designated foreign terrorist. And the administration maintains our position to deport these individuals from our community. So thank you for being here, Tim. It's great to see you. Thank you. Dasha, why don't you kick us off?
Was that the actual question?
That's
It
it.
didn't seem like it was like a statement.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Well done,
but
Kevin.
But
Thank
the
you
thing
so
is,
much. Moving on.
But the thing is, his question, because he basically, he was
Here's the
saying, like,
meandering.
all of these journalists here have disparaged new media, and the people, because now they're having new media kick off every.
So is
press
new media spelled NU like new metal?
Sure, why not? We can call it neo media.
No, that sounds too much like neo-Nazi.
Well, that's what they'll be referred to soon enough.
Yeah, well, they already call them that.
That's what I mean.
The
You're just
mainstream media
giving them the
already
thing.
call them.
It's just
Nazis.
It's
and
called
shit.
new media, and we spell it in an iron cross.
That's pretty
I'd
wild,
say
man.
it's just
I mean,
independent media.
that's
but
a very valid point, though, because there are people that believe the opposite of that. No,
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
person was innocent. He's an American citizen. And he was
Which he's
because
not.
Yeah.
that's what newspaper articles are saying.
Yes.
That's how the titles of a lot of different newscasts
Mm-hmm.
are saying. This Maryland man was wrongfully deported.
Yeah, I mean, even those Democrat senators flew down there to try to
Dude, he's got
talk about getting him out and everything.
like an MS-13 tattoo straight across his
Yeah.
neck.
He was
yeah.
caught smuggling the person he was with actually was arrested for human trafficking.
Yes, and actually, he was arrested with several members of MS-13. He
Yeah.
was literally arrested with them.
But that's just it.
Goodbye.
But
Yeah.
that's all made up by our government. Apparently, our government's making that up.
It's,
From what a lot of sides are saying. Well, the other
Wow.
side is saying it's like, well, no, that's all false. That's a false narrative. They're just trying to
Well,
cover their ass.
You wanna know
even
why
the
people are
president
saying
of
that?
El Salvador said, "Yeah, we have records of this guy. He's a gang member. He's
He's
from
just
this
doing it because
country."
he's in Trump's pocket.
You gotta remember the
Yeah.
government.
That's what I mean. That's what we're
they
hearing.
do. Yeah.
You gotta remember the government has a track record though of lying the fuck up to the people.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, yeah,
No, I get
for
that.
So
For sure.
it's not inconceivable to go, well, the government's lying.
That's the point, though,
No.
isn't it? Is like because either the government's lying or the news media's lying.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they? How do we get our facts when we don't?
What if they're both lying?
They're both. Yeah.
Exactly. This guy's that doesn't even exist.
And during the Biden
Yeah, they just made him
administration,
up. He's CGI.
well, during the Biden
AI.
administration, they absolutely both were lying, both media and government, and
Because they were on the same side.
absolutely 100%. And
It's not hard to figure that one out.
and now the media is not on the same side of Trump. That's why they attack him for every fucking thing he does.
well, you
no
gotta
matter
also
what it
remember
is.
too is like you can definitely tell when so during the last administration you had that where they were kind of on the same side. It goes the same way too when like the Republicans are in,
Yes.
but we go to war.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then basically all media becomes state media.
Absolutely.
Even though they're like, we're independent.
Uh-huh.
We don't. No, the government's not. Yeah, the government's feeding you the shit.
Yeah.
And you're saying, look how great we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's how we
Well, I
got
mean,
into Iraq
Yeah, I
and
was
fucking
gonna say, yeah.
Afghanistan.
Look at how at all these wars that we've been involved in, and even for instance, the Ukraine war, which we don't have boots on the ground there, but we are certainly helping them. And every one of these fucking senators and everybody else there, they're all for it. They're always all in lockstep when it comes to war.
Well, yeah. How do you get more of your constituents jobs when we have to build fucking more guns?
That's
and
why they're
shit?
pressing
Yeah.
for us to have more kids. We need soldiers, but it's going to be a long one.
Nah, that's Elon mostly saying that.
God,
Yeah.
Trump's
Well,
trying to pass a law of $5,000 for every new baby born.
Well, and the thing is too.
That's not a law, but
well, and the thing
legislation
is,
or whatever.
Elon Musk is not wrong that birth rates are down.
Yeah, the majority of
that he's
people are
saying they're
65
down.
and older. There's a higher percentage of.
Well, he has said that they're down.
I understand that, but that's not his point.
No, I know what his point is. I know that he thinks that because of birth
We have to
rates declining,
continually expand.
right, and that
And there's
because
plenty
they're
of room.
down, we're getting into dangerous place.
Yeah.
And yeah, we definitely have to.
Because bitches ain't putting out, dude.
Because we're getting them robots.
Caroline
soon.
Leavitt's over here tied up tighter than a fucking snare drum.
Yeah,
Nah, she looks.
No one's getting
I
in
think
there.
she's.
No.
I think she's married.
I was gonna
That's
say.
what I'm saying. No one's getting in there.
Well,
Not even
she's
her
got
husband.
I think she's got a kid too. I don't know.
How
How
much
do
did
you
that
know?
cost?
What if
her?
that's
I think I
fake?
read that somewhere. Yeah.
What if that's fake?
It could
Another
be fake.
CGI Maryland
She
man.
bought that.
It could
she
be.
bought it from fucking China.
We find out her
From
kid.
Temu.
We
One
find
of-
out her
it's
kid's
one
got
of the-
MS-13 tattoos.
It's one of
like,
the
wait
girls,
a minute.
because the Chinese were selling off all the girls that they were
Yeah.
having. Cause
They weren't selling them off. They were drowning them in rivers, Kevin.
Well,
the fuck are you talking about?
They were
Selling
selling
them
them off,
off
too.
They were not.
They're
They were like,
drowning them in rivers.
you have a daughter? Bash her in the head with a rock. That's what they were saying. I'm not even joking. That's what happened for the 90s and fucking early
It's
2000s.
pretty bad, yeah.
That's
It was
I think
fucking,
Angelina Jolie bought one or two.
yeah.
or 5.
Buying them up left and right.
And she bought some from Africa
You
too.
buy one, get one
I
free.
think she's got like what 7.
It was
8,
like
9
8
of them?
kids.
Bought a lot.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do with all that
Never
money?
had any of her own though.
Well, yeah, you don't want to mess that
look
thing
at
up.
that figure. Don't
That- yeah,
what are you
in
doing?
fact, hips so narrow she probably couldn't even push one
Yeah,
out.
no shit, dude. She looks like a skeleton
Trying
wrapped
to
in
fuck
skin.
things up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
She's terrible now. Like she used to be so fucking beautiful.
They're saying the above 60. Demi Moore is probably the hottest. I think they've
Demi Moore looks good, man. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna.
Is it dark in there?
Find the goddamn game, motherfucker.
shadow.
All right, we're gonna bring up the game.
And now this could go really well or terribly.
Well, if it doesn't
What are
glitch
you-
out on
what
us
was it?
again.
What?
He
What
lost
are
it.
you doing?
I didn't. I got rid of it. Remember?
Why?
Because it freaked out on us.
But you open it back up, Kevin.
Yeah, you did open it back up.
It's not here, so I got to bring it back up again.
Okay, then just go.
Oh wait! It's on this thing.
That was the easy part. Or we could do the Mandela effect.
Here we go.
Okay, so I found this thing where it's match people to their criminal charges. And you get 5 criminals and 5 things that these criminals have done. And you have to match it to their actual, the faces. Here, let me take this part. Which one would you guys like to try?
Looks like they do one once a week.
Some of them look kind of fake.
They're not fake. These are all real. They
The
just
ones
pull 'em-
people screaming at the fucking camera. Come on.
Where?
I'm gonna stop that picture. It
Oh
was from
come
the- it
on!
was from
There
the
was
first
the
page.
first page. We're on the second page.
All right. Well, let's go back to the first page.
There's a guy on the bottom left corner screaming.
Yeah, that's not.
Dude, people do this shit in fucking mugshots because they're like,
Yeah.
fuck society.
Yeah, so like
Another one right here.
How can they
far left
identify
one.
someone
Here you
off of
go.
that mugshot though?
I don't know. Here,
All right, we're doing that one.
we're doing this one. So we've got 5 people. We've got a man who looks like he's screaming at stuff from a B-roll. Some very, I don't know what the fuck this
It's like she's probably fixing her
Indonesian
hair.
chick's doing.
Yeah, she's-
And then Billie Eilish. And then a dude with a
This
sperm
guy-
cup.
Yeah, is that a sperm?
I think it's a piss cup.
It's a piss cup.
And then
Wow, how's it
some
just sitting
weird
there?
chick. Okay, and the charges are escape, disorderly intoxication, driving without a license, attempted murder, and fentanyl trafficking. Now, I'm going to ask, I guess we'll start with you, Tim. Tim, you get to choose.
Escape?
Yep. Escape. Who do you believe escaped out of these people?
Escaped out of jail?
It just says escape.
I think it's just
I have to say the crazy dude
escape from the
escaped.
police.
Okay, crazy dude
Nah,
escape.
I think-
Disorderly intoxication. Kevin, this is not yours. Don't question Tim's.
Fine.
Oh, I do this whole thing?
Yep, you're doing the whole thing.
Disorderly intoxication is going to be the Billie Eilish.
Okay. Billie Eilish?
Driving without a license is far right. I guess whatever she looks like.
I don't know.
Is
It's
she
hard to
far
tell.
right?
Attempted murder is going to be the dude with the piss cup.
Okay, attempted murder. And fentanyl trafficking is
reason
going to
for
be
that.
the Indonesian lady. And Tim? Oops, you
Didn't get
got
any of
0
them.
out of 5.
All right.
0 out of 5. How do we get back to the first part? Oh, time waster.
Yeah,
There we go. All right, Kevin, choose one.
He ain't gonna do the same one.
Nope. Because
Because I already saw it.
yeah, we already got the fucking answers.
How about tattoo guy right there to the right?
Tattoo guy to the right.
Yeah.
Play now.
Oh, he's handsome. Oh, they're
Oh,
all
they're
They're all
tattoo
tattoo guys.
They missed
Kevin,
tattooing
you're
all
not
over.
going to get any of these. Okay.
They're all meth possession.
They all look like
Not fair.
Look, apparently the Island Boys have a lot of fucking family.
They've all got those. Those are all of them. They all have that.
Look at that
Yeah.
dude.
That's
Two
not
second
fucking fair.
from the far right is like.
That guy's missing an eye, dude. Okay, so
They were
we've
the
got
first of the same guy.
Oh,
for these
Jesus.
people leaving the scene of an accident, meth possession, possession of drug paraphernalia, unlawful possession of a firearm, and reckless driving.
Oh fuck!
That's
this is
all
gonna
of
be a
them.
tough
Kevin,
one.
which one?
That's all.
Kevin, you're the one that fucking picked this, so this is on you.
I didn't know they were all gonna be tatted.
Leave
up.
it. Who do you think
Tell him
left
it's
the
the
scene of an
tattooed
accident?
guy.
Yes. Who do you think left the scene of an accident?
So left the scene of an accident. The second tattooed guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meth possession.
Definitely the missing the eye, creepy look guy.
Oh, he's too stacked
Right
to
there.
be
Okay.
meth possession, dude.
Possession of drug paraphernalia.
The guy on the far right with the cross.
Okay. Unlawful possession of a firearm. I think you messed up on that one.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, the Hispanic definitely had the
yeah.
firearm.
Well, we'll go with the middle guy,
Jesus.
Okay.
and then reckless driving.
Reckless
will be the other
driving.
guy,
Let's see. So you've got to beat Tim's 0
Tim's
points.
Nothing.
You got 1 out of 5.
I got one.
Let's see. Leaving the scene of an accident. Wow.
was fucking-
That was the first one, too.
All right.
You had a good start.
That's dumb.
Let's face it.
All
Shane,
right.
it was a terrible start. I
Doing
only
it
got
again?
one.
Yep, we're doing it. We're going to do 2 more of these.
All right, dealer's choice.
This is on you.
There's
You get to choose.
there's like 4 other pages too.
As I'm saying, top right, Friday photo fun April 4th.
Oh God, look at this.
She
fucking
looks
guy.
fantastic.
All right, so we've got dude looks like a lady, Slim Jim, the dude from Nickelodeon, and I
that's
don't know
that
who
same
the fuck
chick.
that chick is.
I don't know why, but it seems like she would be the kind of woman that would like be into
And
crystals.
then this guy, wow,
That
okay.
computer nerd
So
at
we've
the
got
very end.
aggravated assault with a firearm, cocaine sales, loitering, prowling, homicide, and voyeurism.
Voyeurism is definitely above that guy that's right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This
the
guy-
same
okay.
thing.
Yep, that guy
All
there is
right.
definitely a fucking peep.
He's a peeping Tom. For
So
sure.
aggravated assault with a firearm.
It's gonna be the black person.
Uh-oh. Cocaine sales.
It's gonna be the. Oh, geez, I want to say long-haired chick, second to the left.
Oh. Okay, loitering, prowling.
That's gonna be. Yeah, the creepy dude in the middle.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, if
Yeah.
it said child something, that's the dude in the middle.
That's the guy,
And
yeah.
homicide is going to be Lord Farquaad or whatever the fuck
whatever
his
the
name
fuck
is.
that
Farquaad.
is.
Yeah.
2 out of 5.
Oh, 2 out of 5. So 2
Whoa.
points. Aggravate. Wow.
Big surprise
Racism
there.
wins.
It's funny how we all
And
we're totally
voyeurism.
right on the
Absolutely
peeping Tom.
right. Absolutely right.
Peeping Tom
Okay.
at the end there can't get any.
So
he's-
it is 2-1 right now.
Let's go to the next page.
Next
2.
page. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin picks page 2 because Kevin apparently didn't like the fact that he picked nothing but tattooed
guys.
people. Okay. Choose one.
Oh.
Pick another tattooed one.
Let's do the one.
You know
with
what?
the-
This might actually end up being a game that we play from now on.
Let's do the one. Hey, pick
Mustache
the
man?
towel head.
What? You can't say that. Oh wait, she actually does have a towel on her head.
Oh, this is a fun slide, right?
All right, so we've got lady with the giantest fucking. What is that? A
We're calling
goiter?
her-
I'm not
Calling her
really
towel
sure.
head is what we're calling her.
That's what Kevin's calling her. Gary Busey. I
Little
don't
redhead chick.
Yeah,
Woo.
redhead chick.
She looks fun.
Dude with very coiffed hair.
then
And chick who I have no
googly
idea
eyes.
what
What's
the fuck
going on?
she's looking at.
She's looking at 2 different people at the same
Okay,
time.
so we've got indecent exposure, digital voyeurism, driving without a license. That seems to be a common one.
Yeah.
Grand theft auto and stalking.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy.
So
You got an easy one, Kevin. No fair.
Indecent exposure.
so
Who do you believe that is?
indecent exposure is gonna.
I mean,
be,
he's burning fucking holes through you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just stepping
I
out.
don't feel uncomfortable just looking at him.
It's the guy with the orange.
Okay,
way.
there we go.
Golly.
Digital voyeurism.
We're gonna go with the coiffed hair guy.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going to go. Driving without a license.
Girl on the far right.
Oh,
That's
I
looking
think
off
you're wrong,
somewhere.
but that's fine.
you're wrong.
Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto. Towelhead.
Okay, I think you're wrong on that one too. Stalking is going to the middle.
Redhead.
What did he say?
0 out of 5.
Shit.
Wait, who got stalking?
so this-
the redhead
These
definitely
two,
was a
yeah, I
stalker.
was going to say redhead stalker.
Yeah.
Same thing here. And Grand Theft Auto.
Definitely the black
Wow.
chick. Indecent
Yeah.
exposure.
Yep.
That was my next
0
one
out
for
of
dude
5.
Right there, yeah.
So Tim is now still ahead. We have
Damn
one
it.
more to go for each of you to get to our final.
Okay.
Go ahead and
so
Tim.
he gets 3 turns. I get 2.
You get,
know what?
No, you get 3. You started.
Did I start?
Yeah, you started.
Yeah,
Oh.
You got 0 on your first
All
one.
right,
Hey.
go to page 4.
Yeah, there
Page
you go,
4.
there you go.
We're going to go to page 4. After about 2 months of this, it's going to be like you just go to the same ones and you're like, I already know these
And I
ones.
want Evil Santa.
Oh my
Evil
God!
Santa. Where's
look at
Evil
him
Santa?
bottom-
Oh, Jesus.
bottom-
Okay. It's either Evil
He looks
Santa
like a
or
wizard.
Moses.
He looks like a wizard.
Okay,
these.
so
I
we've
like
got
these a lot.
Evil Santa,
How are some of these people
daughter
real?
of Ronald McDonald, the chick from Throw Mama from the Train, some black chick that looks really happy, and then one of the terrorists from 9/11.
All right, so domestic assault's going to be that guy there with the cornrows.
Okay, domestic assault is
Him right
already
there.
in.
Yeah, right there.
Manslaughter,
Manslaughter's going to be the pink wife shirt. She
Okay.
killed her husband.
arson.
Arson is going to be the black woman.
What? I think you are wrong on that one. Grand
Cocaine
Theft Auto.
Sales is definitely the. Grand Theft Auto is going to be. Oh shit.
Yeah, I think you were
I
way
messed
off
that
on the
up.
arson.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is going to be. Yeah, we'll say tattoo. The piercing girl.
Yeah,
And then
that's close.
Cocaine sales is going to be Evil Santa.
See, I think arson
God
was
is
this guy
cocaine
right
yeah,
here.
sales?
I was going to say that would have been
Yeah.
arson. He should have been.
So
arson.
let's
You
see.
can tell he's got fire in his eyes.
Yep. You got 2. You got
Hey.
2. You're up to 4.
Oh.
Oh, you did get those 2
God
right.
was
Hey.
selling fucking cocaine.
How do you like that?
All right,
He's a cocaine.
Kevin,
Well,
you
he's
really
selling
need
it.
you need to get at least 3 on this next one, or
Yeah,
else you
4,
lose.
yeah, total.
Yeah.
Let's go
So-
to page 3.
Page 3.
That's the one page there.
I actually like this fucking game.
I do too.
Okay, page 3.
Let's see here.
Well, if it's arson, this guy's
Go
definitely
with the
him.
top guy on the left.
Which one? You're going here?
Nah,
Let's
that's
keep
Kevin.
going down. I want to see all of them.
Well, there's
oh, okay.
these
looks
4.
like that
You want
top
more
guy.
tattoos?
No. Let's whoa. Right there. Right there.
All right.
Piercy eyes. Oh, look at
What
that.
the
Oh,
fuck
spot
is
on
this
that
mean?
guy. Good for him.
Wait. What is
God
this?
damn.
Match the arrest with their alleged weapon.
Oh
Wow.
shit! They're
Get the
alleged.
fuck out.
Hey,
This is their. This is in their fucking.
It-
It's in their police report.
we got to change up here. Okay.
Well, who do you think
They're
has
weapon.
the fucking? Wow, what is this?
That's a Ready Whip top.
Yeah, Ready
Oh
Whip.
yeah, dude. Top girl, right there.
That's
Girl
a
on the
Really
left.
her?
That's a
She's
whippet
doing
right there.
whippets,
Yeah.
and then probably threw it at someone.
Okay, who has the chancla? The
Uh,
fucking.
I'm gonna go with the woman
on.
in the.
That's easy,
The woman in the
dude.
middle.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's the old fucking Mexican. I'll shut my mouth.
Okay, who used the fucking hot iron?
I
I mean, that one seems easy to me.
He burnt his fucking head with it, dude.
Yeah, that guy. The guy.
Okay, spatula.
Spatula's the lady.
Okay.
She looks
And
like
they play.
She got
whoa,
angry
whoa,
in
whoa.
the kitchen.
Why did that? There we go. Let's see, Kevin. Did you get at least
He got
3?
all of them on that one.
0 out of 5.
Ah!
Ready Whip was this dude.
I told you the old lady was Chon.
Yeah. That one. That one you should have at least gotten.
Ah.
Spatula would have. That would have forced you to push there. I think you would have got at least 2 if you got this one correct. And actually,
Yeah,
this
the bald
does make
guy's definitely
sense.
a working guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that does make sense. So Tim wins the game
Wife
this
didn't
week.
Make him dinner that night. He came home with his cooler. He's like, "What the fuck? What you give me to lunch?"
You guys want to? You guys want to end with this fucking game each week? This is actually kind of fun.
We can do it for a little bit until it gets old.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. And then I'll try to find other games for us.
Hey, it works
Do we
for
have
me.
anything else for this week, Kevin?
Well,
Because we still potentially got about 10 minutes, roughly.
yeah. So.
Potentially, or less.
Oh well, we got the Mandela effect stuff here.
Okay, well, you can pull up a couple of those.
These
So-
are bullshit. I
Yeah,
don't believe
so-
these at all.
Tim's
These are all
pissed off.
fucking made up.
You don't have to go to the the next one, but this one right here.
This one, I am
This one
honestly
pisses me off. This is fake.
I'm surprised by this.
So the one on the right is correct. So it's C-3PO. C-3PO on the left is all copper color. The one on the right, he actually has his right leg is silver from the knee down.
See, and you showed us photos
from the movie
where it shows that, and
yes.
I've never noticed that.
And
before.
I think the reason is because most of the movie he's in the desert, or he's filmed from waist up. For most of the movie,
and the desert sand is reflecting off of
it. And if you actually go in and look at it, then no, it's not true. Yeah. Right, so you're like, no, it's not. Yeah, he's not copper. No, and then later on, he gets, the arm is different. That's
like
clear.
The sequel
yeah,
trilogy.
that's clear.
You get the red one. Yeah.
So that is the first one.
What's the lore behind the leg? Why is it a different color?
Because he was built. He was just built from spare parts for the most part.
Yeah, he's kind of janky.
Yeah, he was.
Could have sworn he was put back to normal pieces and polished.
Oh, that's what I thought too. But and he gets taken apart. Remember in Cloud City, and then Chewbacca puts him back together.
Yeah, I mean he had been taken apart, put back together, taken apart, put back together. My guess is they just didn't have the part for that. You can keep that on.
So they just, here we go.
Nope. Go to the next one.
Next one.
What? Yeah. Her smirk?
Yeah.
Oh, the smirk's a little.
So this one, Oreo.
The one on the right's the correct one.
The one on the right is the correct
one.
Bull
fucking shit. That's.
They never had a second F in stuff.
What?
Double stuff, STUF.
I don't
for
know,
Oreo.
Man. I swear that they had two Fs, or maybe I don't know. Maybe
now this is the next one. The next one already pissed off Tim before the show.
I don't think that's real either.
Go ahead and close that. Bring up the next one. Cheez-It.
This one,
Cheez-It. The correct is just IT. Cheez-It.
I swear I've seen Cheez-Its, or maybe it's, you know what? Maybe it's just because everyone always called it
That's
Cheez-Its.
what I'm thinking on that one. Because I never paid attention to it.
I guess
do you want some Cheez-Its? Oh, fuck yeah, I'll take a Cheez-It.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting one. Who the fuck grabs one fucking cracker?
I think that's it. Yeah. It's just it's kind of a trick of the mind.
Now, the next one, I believe, is the Kit Kat one. Nope, it's Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, we covered that one.
So Fruit of the Loom we have covered, and I do 100% believe that there was a fucking cornucopia.
A guy found shirts that had the cornucopia on it.
So they changed it at some point.
Yes, but they're claiming that
the company did it in order to get some more
advertisement. They're claiming no.
Yeah.
I don't even know that that's true. I think that what it is, I think that the theory behind the multi-universe is probably closer to correct. I think that if these Mandela effects are real, it's a merging of two separate things,
or just like
and the memories
from different quantum realities,
and the memories that we're getting are jumbled because of that.
Yeah. So we are remembering the previous, quantum reality, that, and then it shifts.
Well, some people equate it to CERN. They think CERN actually blew up in 2006.
Oh yeah, or what was it? It's the Atom Smasher, right? Yeah.
They think that it actually blew something up in 2006 and merged two realities
together. The Hadron
together.
Collider. Yeah.
So go to the next one. It's Kit Kat. I always remembered it had a fucking.
I do too. It had the hyphen.
It had a hyphen, and now they're saying no hyphen.
No, I don't remember seeing a hyphen.
No,
I remember that.
See, now I've seen them recently, and I know that they don't have the hyphen now. But I'm almost damn positive they had the hyphen years ago.
Here's the crazy part, Kevin. Me and you have a Mandela effect. Tim kind of doesn't remember it.
Yeah,
but
I've always seen it as Kit Kat.
Oh,
we have one, and it's fucking what's his face.
Billy West.
Billy West. Me and you looked it up on the internet saying that he died.
Yeah,
I even saying that he died.
I even had a friend that you remember Jesse, Jake's friend, his girlfriend's brother.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, but he was a huge fan of Billy West, like a giant fan. Yeah. And when Billy West, when he died, he was super depressed about it.
Yeah. And here's the crazy part, though. We looked it up, and then it showed his death.
Yes.
And then a week later, we were going to talk about it on the show, and it's like, no, he's alive. And we're like, what the fuck?
He was alive. We were, dude, fucking mind blown. It's
me and you
crazy.
started stomping around.
Yes, yes, exactly. So I don't know what the hell
dead,
that's
everyone.
about.
Just
Billy West is alive.
Which
I'm glad. I like Billy West.
I do too. He's
Always
amazing.
liked him.
Which, if you don't know who Billy West is, he's did the voice for Fry on Futurama, and he does a bunch of other voices.
Ren and Stimpy was his
guy's a legend. When
he was on the Howard Stern show for years.
Yeah. Guy's just been. He's great.
Yeah.
I know he was dead at one point. Now he's not.
Well, we can get more into more Mandela effects
Yeah.
at a later time, but yeah,
Okay.
that will end on the Billy West because
Yes.
we seriously had that. That was insane.
It is. It's
and then
still
we come to
this
find out
day-
that no, he's alive.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. I'm glad he's alive
am
because
too.
like I said, I like him. I loved
Yeah.
Futurama. That
Guy's
I
a
like,
legend.
I like Futurama actually better than The Simpsons. I know that's
Yeah.
sacrilege.
I mean,
But
I get it.
But because The Simpsons ran so long, I think they ran out of steam.
Yeah.
Futurama was so weird that you
And
could
it-
toss weird shit in it and
And
be
it
fine.
also didn't go past. It ended.
It did
and
kind of
it-
because
well,
when they brought it back, it just wasn't the same.
But still,
I think the writers were bad.
I think it still didn't go kind of like Simpsons is still going.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, one of my
it's-
favorite things from Futurama was Fry going, "Does anybody else taste purple?" It's just a great line. That was when he fucked his own grandma and found out that he
shit.
was his actual father.
Late newest season
I'm my
of
own
Rick and Morty was
grandpa.
announced as well.
Oh, really?
Yep, they got a new season coming out.
The only problem
next
with
month.
that though is like them taking away what's his face.
Did they get rid of?
No, his last season was not him, but it's still really good.
Oh, from what I'd heard, it wasn't the same.
Was it Justin
Justin-
Roiland?
Yeah, Justin Roiland.
Yeah. Is he
'Cause he was
still
trying-
out?
Well, yeah, he was trying to fuck 14-year-olds.
Well, no, that was all been disproved.
Well, kinda. I mean, yeah, for the most part, like he never did anything actual.
So they never brought him back after that.
No.
turned
No,
out
damage had
They-
already been done.
They don't do that when
yeah.
they get rid of somebody for that type of
That's-
thing.
that's
So, thank you for listening to the podcast. If you want to listen to more Skids Podcast, tune in next week.
Tell your friends. Tell everybody you know.
Go ahead and end with the real thing. Not even on the right fucking page. Nope. Anyway, like, subscribe, follow, and if you want to play the game along with us, watch it on YouTube.
Yes.
The game was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I like the game.
You can see Billie Eilish.
And we've been
Anyway.
talking about doing that for a while.
Yeah, I'm just glad I found it. Goodbye, everybody. Peace.